Hi, I am Prof. So uh, today I want us to talk about the factors or the things you need to consider before you select a nursing board as a US registered RN. Okay, so before I proceed, please help us by growing our channel by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Easy RN Enclaves Easy RN Enclaves on YouTube, Easy RN Enclaves on TikTok, Easy RN Coaching Firm on Facebook, and then you can follow me on TikTok. Prof says so. Good. So the nursing board that you will be on is very, very essential. A lot of people are selecting nursing board based on recommendation by friends, based on recommendation by relatives, based on they the way the lab setting state or a particular city within the state. Good. But there are couple of factors you have to consider before you select a nursing board. It doesn't matter where you want to practice or where your relative lives or where your dream state. No, because some of the nursing board, when I say the board, I mean the nursing board, the regulators. It is very, very difficult and expensive to be on their register. Aside the financial aspect of being expensive, there are other requirements that you need to fulfill before they keep you in their register. So the board you want to be on is essential. Please don't just jump into a board because you know someone is there or your relatives live in that state or that is your dream state. No. The initial board you will use for your license exams is very, very important. Some of the board are, like I said earlier, they are difficult to be on. Some are flexible, some are some the requirements are different because these nursing boards are independent and you know they are not mm, uh, they are not being regulated by uh or their requirement is not influenced by what other states are demanding. You get it? So please, English process is cumbersome. It is stressful. So you have to select a board that is a less stressful, that is flexible for you to be on. Don't just jump or select any board and then later on you face a lot of challenges. I'm doing this video because of these couple of uh, 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 issues or reports that I've received. That is why. Okay, so some of the things you have to consider before you select the boards are one, the first thing is the uh, the board, their requirements. The first requirement is social security number. Some board demands that you have a social security number before you can register with them as an international educated nurse. And we all know it is difficult to get a social security number when you are living outside America. So you have to be living in America before you can get social security number and register. So if you are an international educated nurse and they demand social security number, it will be very difficult for you. But one good thing is that although some states don't demand for social security number, but we have couple of states that will generate some of the social security number for you. For instance, Kentucky initially they used to generate social security numbers for international educated nurses who want to be on their register. Uh there are other boards like Illinois that they have already generated one for every international applicants. Virginia also has same. Good. So you have to consider this. Good. And the next thing, aside the social security number, is English proficiency. Some states requires that you have English proficiency before you can be on their register, or you should come from an English speaking country. That one you'll be exempted. So you have to consider this. Whilst other states are open, they accept you so far as your education was done in English. So that is that. Uh, Kentucky requires that you have a English proficiency. Yeah. And I think Virginia also requires that you have English proficiency. Uh, the next thing that you have to consider aside the English proficiency is the ATT, that is the authorization to test. Some of the boards, their ATT lasts for less than 80 days. Some are up to 90 days, that is 3 months. Some are 190 days. So some are 1 year. That is, I think Colorado is 1 year. A lot of the boards last for 6 months. Illinois falls within the 6 months. And then we have some that last for 3 months, like Montana and Kentucky. And there are a couple of them. Aside the ATT, whilst Colorado lasts for 1 year, aside the ATT that you have to consider, because imagine you are not well prepared and your ATT is expiring in 75 days. You are going to be under a lot of stress. You get it? So you have to consider that. Aside the ATT, the next thing you have to consider is the registration fees. Some charges, I think the least so far is $75 by Texas board. We have other boards charging $100, Montana and co. Some are charging $109, $107, like Illinois. Others are charging $150. Others are charging $190, Virginia. Some are charging $300. So it is essential to know this. Another one thing that is misleading a lot of people to be on certain boards is that they want people who go like, I want compass state, I want I have a preferred state. Like I said from the onset, some of the boards are very difficult to be on. Their requirements they are difficult to meet. So when you are selecting a board, I think you have to go for a flexible board. Then when you pass later, you can do endorsement. You can do endorsement and then transfer your license to any other state. Because let me tell you, some people will deceive you. Oh, register with a compact state, because with a compact license you can practice anywhere. It is never so. Listen, no single board will give you a compact license right from the scratch. They will give you a single state license. When you pass the NCLEX and then you move in, that is where they can issue the compact license to you. So for instance, I know a couple of people who are with Illinois board, but they are moving to different states. They are moving to New Jersey, they are moving to Pennsylvania, some are moving to North Carolina and co. And they are doing endorsement. Once you pass the NCLEX, You know, you can register by endorsement or by an examination. So once you've taken the exams and you've passed, you just do endorsement and then be on the register that you want to be on. So please, the initial registration for your license exams is important. The process in itself is cumbersome, is stressful. So don't go and select a board that will stress you. Select a flexible one that you can go through easily. My name is Prof. So that is my take on board selection when it comes to NCLEX. And I recommend these boards, although they are flexible. Yeah, before I end, some board also demands that you write an initial exams. They call it jurisprudence. It is not every state that will make you write jurisprudence, but some it is part of their initial registration requirement. For instance, Texas and then Kentucky. You need to do their jurisprudence before you can be on their register. So please consider these factors and then select a board that is flexible. If you have IELTS, you can go for a board that requires English proficiency. If you don't have it, you just move to a board that doesn't require IELTS so that your process will be smooth. Then you can have enough space and enough time to learn. If you think you are not well prepared, don't request for the ATT because some of the ATT last shorter than others. These are the things you need to consider. My name is Prof. So. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow EasyRN on TikTok, EasyRN Enclaves on TikTok, EasyRN Enclaves on YouTube, EasyRN Coaching Firm on Facebook. Follow us for more insightful videos about Enclaves process. And if you need tuition, EasyRN prepares Enclaves candidate. We have a 4 months intensive tuition program that we do. You can subscribe to our NCLEX preparation program. It is very good and it will help you pass your NCLEX. Thank you for your time. My name is Prof. Sesu. Bye.